Many of us are curious about the benefits of persimmons. In what health problems is persimmon truly beneficial and why? How much persimmon can be eaten in a day without harming one's health? We're about to answer these questions right now. Additionally, we'll discuss how to use persimmon for therapeutic purposes. So, stay tuned and don't miss out on the most important and interesting details. Who doesn't love persimmons? They have an extraordinary pleasant taste. Tender flesh with subtle hints of bitterness. But that's not all to their credit. This fruit is rich in vitamins, essential minerals, microelements, and many other nutrients. By the way, in China, Japan, Nepal, northern India, and Korea, the eastern persimmon has been cultivated and traditionally used for treating various diseases for about 2,000 years. In Tibetan medicine, which always considers the cold and warm qualities of products and categorizes them into yin and yang groups, persimmons are classified as yang. This means the fruit has a warming and active effect, and it also has the ability to balance the yin principle, preventing the accumulation of mucus and fat, thus hindering the development of cardiovascular and oncological diseases. The main value of persimmons lies in the abundance of antioxidants. One of them is beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A. Persimmons contain more of it than carrots, peppers, or pumpkins. Eating a fruit weighing around 150 grams can provide up to 20% of the daily requirement for this substance. Vitamin A is crucial for the renewal of our body's cells. Moreover, beta-carotene fights free radicals, thereby protecting cells from destruction, slowing down the aging process. Thanks to naphthoquinones, persimmons have a well-pronounced relaxing effect, reducing irritability and anxiety. The hypnotic effect of persimmons manifests in fans of this fruit falling asleep faster and easier, sleeping longer and more soundly, with fewer instances of sudden awakenings. Thus, incorporating persimmons into the diet is genuinely effective for individuals suffering from insomnia. How does persimmon affect blood vessels? It's worth noting that persimmons contain a significant amount of vitamin C. When combined with B vitamins, it activates the immune system, enhancing the body's resistance to viral and bacterial infections. Additionally, ascorbic acid, in conjunction with vitamin P, also present in persimmons in adequate amounts, has a beneficial impact on the condition of blood vessels. This contributes to improved blood circulation, serving as an excellent prevention method against atherosclerosis. That's precisely why persimmons are recommended for those at risk of cardiovascular diseases. The mineral composition of persimmons is diverse. They contain potassium, which helps eliminate excess water from the body, an important consideration for individuals prone to high blood pressure. Another valuable microelement is magnesium, which normalizes the functioning of the heart muscle, positively influences the nervous system, and enhances the absorption of other beneficial substances. Thanks to magnesium, sodium salts are excreted from the body, reducing the likelihood of kidney stone formation. In what cases is persimmon beneficial? And why? Persimmons are often recommended for anemia. This fruit contains a significant amount of iron, which is well absorbed. It also contains iodine, essential for the normal functioning of the thyroid gland. Interestingly, this microelement is rarely found in plant-based foods. Seaweed is a top contender for its iodine content, but not everyone appreciates its taste. How does persimmon affect their intestines? Consuming persimmon stimulates bowel activity. When consumed moderately, ripe persimmons normalize bowel movements. However, this applies only to ripe fruits. Otherwise, it can have the opposite effect, especially for those dealing with chronic constipation. The astringent properties of persimmons, associated with tannin content, can lead to bloating, stomach pain, and constipation if consumed excessively. Can persimmons be eaten with diabetes? Persimmons contain a high amount of carbohydrates, with 18.5 grams per 100 grams of the fruit. Of this, 25% consists of glucose and fructose. The glycemic index is 50 units, so individuals with diabetes need to accurately determine their consumption limit to avoid complications. How much persimmon is acceptable to eat in a day? When incorporating persimmons into your diet, it's essential to consider the overall amount of consumed simple sugars. Keep in mind that an average fruit weighs around 250 to 300 grams, with a calorie content ranging from 150 to 220 kilocalories. In a varied diet, it's advisable to consume, on average, no more than 2 to 3 persimmons per week. For smaller fruits, such as the fuyu variety, 1 persimmon a day is generally acceptable. By the way, fresh persimmon is the most beneficial, as it contains the highest amount of valuable substances. Eating 1 persimmon a day is not harmful, and even more is fine. The freshest persimmons have the highest concentration of beneficial compounds. Ripe persimmons pair well with cottage cheese, yogurt, kefir, and other dairy products, although not so much with milk. It's recommended to separate the consumption of persimmons from main meals, allowing at least a 30-minute interval. How are the healing properties of persimmons used in traditional medicine? For treating chronic diarrhea, take a ripe persimmon, cut it into small pieces, place them in a container, pour 100 milliliters of hot water, tightly cover, and let it steep for 30 minutes. Consume the infusion at room temperature, half a glass every 4 hours. For alleviating urinary incontinence, grind persimmon fruit stems. Take 1 tablespoon, pour 200 milliliters of boiling water, and simmer for 10 minutes. Let it infuse under a cover for an additional hour. Take 60 to 70 milliliters of the remedy twice a day. To manage hypertension, blend 1 ripe persimmon into a jelly-like mass. Add finely chopped ginger root, a quarter of the persimmon's volume, a few drops of lemon juice, and honey for taste if desired. Consume the mixture 3 times a day, 10 milliliters each time. Persimmons find wide application in cosmetics, serving as a base for natural nourishing creams and lotions. For preparing a cleansing lotion, soak the pulp of 1 fruit in 200 milliliters of vodka. Add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Tightly close the lid, and let it infuse for a week in a dark place. Use this lotion-soaked paper towel on the face for 10 to 15 minutes. Like any product, persimmons have a set of contraindications. The high content of tannin in persimmons, especially in unripe berries, and a significant amount of dietary fiber make this fruit potentially risky for individuals with intestinal adhesions and those who have recently undergone abdominal organ surgeries. Another danger from consuming persimmons is related to the presence of iodine in the berries. Excessive intake, such as during self-treatment or overdose of iodine-containing medications, can lead to chronic inflammation and disruption of thyroid gland function. Friends, today we've prepared the key points about the benefits and risks of persimmons for you. If this video has been helpful, we would greatly appreciate it if you share it on social media. Additionally, we want to remind you that we highly value your comments. Share your thoughts on persimmons and how they impact your health. We sincerely wish you robust health and look forward to seeing you again.